You so bad.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Cryo Flashback here with the 8th episode, playing Project Zomboid once again. And yeah, let's do this. I do not remember where we left off yesterday. I believe we deposited all of the loot. We'll just fill up our water bottle before we go up see the unknown in the world. Alright, so let's see what we were doing last time. Okay, I remember we were getting chased up towards that way. There's a fence down there. Maybe we can possibly hop it and see what loot waits behind these very walls. I don't believe this is not the one that we can jump over. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna try to keep this 15-20 minutes long. I'm sorry if it drags on just a little bit too long for you guys. I do just get caught up within the game because it's pretty immersive. Yes, we can jump over this. Okay. I just thought since we were only seeing the tops of the house, we cannot jump over it. Alright, but let's, this house seems like it might have been left in dismay before the homeowners escaped. Alright, so that's a good find. Got some books. Good to be knowledgeable in the zombie apocalypse. After all, otherwise you're completely worthless. Alright. Loot up here. Probably gonna get... Okay. Got egg carton. Never saw that before. That's a new item that they added. Alright. Well, it's probably been in the game for a while. I just haven't checked it since I started this series. Okay, so... starting to de-escalate with the whole getting hyped up and everything. Kick it down a notch, stay relaxed, nothing really happening right now. Alright, so swept through here, no zombies, alright, that's good. Kind of a little bit of a weird, oh great, so this must have been one of the survivors' houses, so we're not going to put it, we're just going to load up onto our person. So we got 2 rifles, shotgun shells, pistols, pistol ammunition. This is great. Probably going to be encumbered just a little bit. Not too much. Well, no, since we're grabbing... Oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll be encumbered a fair amount, actually. But we'll take care of this immediately, so... no biggie. Which one? Fiberglass stock. Sling, 8x scope. Alright, let's equip it. Let's see. Does it allow us to, like... I would start using this, but that would just attract all the zombies to us. We do not have any ammunition, sadly. .223 rounds are pretty hard to come by in this game. Especially on hardcore, obviously. Alright, I have a feeling like you can zoom out more, yeah. But that's about as far as you can zoom out. Okay, let's just do a little test right now. So that's how far you can go with that. Then how about with the bat? I feel like it zoomed in when we equipped it. I don't know. How far can we zoom out? Only that far. Alright, so... utility closet. Let's make this our little armory slash whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this will just be our armory, I guess. Then we can also take the crowbar that we have located in that cabinet over there and shift it to here too. And any ammunition and weapons that we find, and we can just put them in here. So ammo count. I saw that said 0 ammo count. So is that saying is there ammunition in the rifle at the moment or not? Just a little bit confusing for me. Alright, well first we have to deposit the perishables. I'm gonna take care of that. At the moment I'm deciding whether I should get a more improved mic or a better editing software. Stuck between both since money doesn't grow on trees. You have to understand that. So I'll probably get the mic since movie maker isn't that bad, but I'd like to be able to make videos look more proper and just a little bit more professional. Alright. But back to Project Zomboid. Alright, so yeah, these are food items, whatever. Let's put them in that one then, since this one's filled up to the top. Alright, our cupboard space is starting to get filled up, which is a good sign that we're stocking up on stuff. We are gonna have to. We did read the cooking book. Yes, we did. Alright, I'm just gonna check once we deposit this. I'm actually gonna put the trowel in here. We do have rounds, so we can take those out. Check if we have any other ammunition. Okay, good. And I did say, do we take the crowbar out? So we're gonna grab that too. Then we're just gonna quickly check the other cabinet. All right, nothing. Hammer. That's a tool, so we can do that in there. Kind of like you. But put this back. All right. Shalibity shlam. We can't box these rounds yet. We don't have enough of I believe it has to be 24 rounds to box those up and 30 rounds to box those up. I don't know how many for the .23. Alright, we're gonna remove this bandage. I don't believe it's infected yet. I hope not. It's infected. No biggie. We didn't get sick last time, so I don't know. Or was this the same time? I don't know. I have to start taking those. I purchased these vitamins for memory and circulation because I do not have good memory. Alright, probably really didn't need them. Let's put this away, actually. Seems like he's running a bit slower today. I don't know why. Alright. Just gonna load up. Alright. So, since we can hop over the fence, we don't have to run all the way. That's the one we checked, so we're gonna hop over this one now. Each time I go into this neighborhood, it really doesn't seem like there's that many zombies here, which is good because, well, I was gonna say running away from zombies is fun and all, but after a while, you just want to get a peaceful looting run and not to worry about getting munched on. But you're never safe in this game. You're only just in less danger compared to other times. He just wants a little bit of food right now, so we'll take care of that need. I'll load up. We could use that other school bag and equip it in our other hand, but we're not going to do that. No need to. We'll grab the other sheet too for clean bandages and whatnot. Alright. So it's almost time to go to sleep. I'm going to boot up. Alright, there you go. See what else we have located in this house. Got a bath towel, some aerosol. I've never tried the when you take hairspray and then you put up a lighter against it and then pretty much like use it as a flamethrower. Never tried that. I have taped sparklers together, like a few packs of them, and you just throw them around each other, and it does produce a decent light for like 10-15 seconds before it just begins to just burn out. It's not that cool. But it does look cool while it lasts. Which, from a scale of 1 to 10 how cool it would be, it'd only be like a 2, probably. It's not even that cute, it's just only cool. Alright, we're gonna hit another house since we have, yeah, we have enough space. Don't remember if we went to this house this time or if it was the last time we checked this house out. I don't know. I can't tell if that's a zombie or if that's a person. It's like a trash bag. Oh, that's bleach. Okay. Alright. It does look like he's walking slowly. I don't know if that's just because of the game and whatever how my PC could be running, or if that actually has to do with the game. It's a little bit confusing because I swear they walk faster. I guess like when you zoom out, it seems like they walk faster because there's probably less stuff they have to render. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit slow. That looks like a pile of stool for a second. I was about to say, when did they put that in the game? That's weird. Alright. I'm gonna take whatever. So heavy items pretty much you cannot put in the bag. Alright, we're not gonna take out the other backpack because there's no need for that. We can actually put all of our, we can make it a little emergency bag that we can grab. Just put like a few cans and a can opener and stuff like that inside the bag. I forgot which game. I believe it was that game when you were stranded in the forest. Yeah, a bunch of games when you're stranded in the forest, but it was one where you. Wait, let's just launch on this quickly. Where is that? Did I put it into my? Oh, here it is. Pork chop, nice. But so you were like lost in the woods, like not Canadian forest or whatever, but probably like Alaska, and you would like you would have these can openers, and each time you use them, they'd like degrade by like 13%, or like it was some sort of crazy high number. And like I remember watching people play, and it's like, how does that make sense? It's a can opener. It's not like it's gonna break after like 5 uses. And like that's the thing with some survival games. It's like you try to make it as realistic as possible, but then it's not realistic. It just becomes more of a micromanagement, and it's not fun at all when you have to check in every 15 seconds to feed your character something. Like this, it makes sense because you can select what kind of person you'll have. So it makes sense if, hey, I need to eat a little more just because I'm privileged, I'm used to it. It's good to be well fed, but you don't have to be well fed in this game. Yeah, see, it's already beginning to go down. He was well fed about like 30 seconds ago, but already now it's just fed. I don't know how long it's gonna stay at that though. Maybe since we are we're loading our inventory up, it goes away a bit quicker. Consumes itself, I guess you can say. Alright. Got a decent amount of perishables in here. He still hasn't become unhappy yet, or we either haven't noticed it yet, or he like I said, he just hasn't become unhappy yet. I still don't think they added anything that affects us if he has some sort of negative moodle that actually has to do with his mental state, besides panic. They wouldn't be able to have one for panic, that'd be bad. Alright, so we're out of space for books. And the second best place I guess you could read a book is when you're on the toilet, so we're gonna put the rest of these in here. Farming for beginners, that's gonna be one we're gonna be reading. First aid for beginners. Fishing. It's better to find all the beginner books than just find one. Well, for like carpentry, it's good to have all of them. And same with cooking. But you really don't need cooking later on. But no, yeah, it becomes helpful because it allows you to cook. It allows you to use rotten ingredients once I believe you're at level 4 for cooking. Yeah, probably level 4. I'm gonna deposit the rest of these books in here. This one, I think. But we have a bunch of them anyways. You never really need books unless you're sick. Not from zombies, but just sick in general. This is the bathroom. Put that there. Hairspray, I can put that there too. Key, wrong slot. School bag. Utility closet. Oh, that only has a space of 30, so let's just make that our armory. The rest we can drop on the floor. We really don't need to put that anywhere. Garbage bags, we're gonna want to put that in here. And that could just be, let's fill that space up right now. Alright, dirty rag. Nah, we don't need it. Let's remove bandage. He is healing slowly, but he doesn't look sick or show any symptoms of being sick in any sort of way, which is great. Fitness is starting to go up. That's great. We're already like 2/5 there. All right, and we're approaching the 15-minute mark. All right. Yeah, we could just quickly loot one more house, just so I don't leave you on an empty note. We went to that one already, so we're actually going to sprint across here. If we could get him just a little bit exerted before the day ends, I think I would feel like he accomplished a bit of fitness also today too. And we're going to explore what's down here. But we have to be a little bit careful of what might be here, because we haven't went down through this area yet. Then later today we can head up towards that way more. Back into the packed residential area. Huh. We can probably build, ooh, a shack. Alright, let's see what's in here. I feel like I went in here already. In our previous playthrough, I believe we did. And there's like nothing in here. Alright, I'm gonna knock these men who happen to be in the same house. Zombified. Just two dudes hanging out. With the TV turned off. With the natural light. What do we got with the lights on? I'd say it feels like just the natural lights, and there might have been something going on. The gay zombie party. I had to say. Fork. Oh, okay, so I was reading up on the strength, weakness, all that jazz, overweight, whatever. So if you choose the weak trait, and you grab a fork, or a knife, like a butter knife or whatever, and you chop down about 12.5 trees. I am taking this from somebody, I don't know, this is not my information, not my research. It'll bring you up 1 point, and as you know, as I believe it increases in how hard it becomes. Yeah, it just gets harder and harder to level it up as time goes on, but it's not that hard to get up from the weak trait, but starting off with that is one of the hardest parts, because your character is so weak that there's nothing that they can do for themselves. Alright. Not too much to return here. I'm just gonna quickly deposit. That in there. Alright. Sorry I didn't cut out the depositing of loots. Should have done that, but I really didn't. I just kind of forgot about it. Filling up on time. Alright, so cooking for beginners, we finished that. We don't need to read that yet. Fishing, nah, I don't really need it. Now farming for beginners, that isn't too useful for us. I believe, don't we have carpentry? Yes, we do. Alright. Let's read up on this then. Then I'll leave you guys off. Alright. Gonna read up on that. Hopefully we don't get broken into or anything. Don't hear any thuds so far. He's probably gonna get a decent amount of boredom in him. Arma 3, I don't care. Move out the way. There we go. Can't tell what time it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go until probably 9:30. Let him get halfway at least. Alright, 9:30. There we go. Let him just sleep the night away. Alright, and on that note, got a little bit of loot, explored a little bit around, found our surroundings more. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like down below. If you disliked it, if you hate me, hate my voice, hate what I'm doing, dislike it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave any suggestions in the comment section. Hopefully I'm going to be releasing some different types of content soon. Maybe some CSGO, maybe RimWorld. Probably going to do an update video before I leave, if I remember to do that. And yeah, thank you for watching. Peace out, and Cryo Flash is flashing off into the distance.